Arnold Crossno. John Paulso, freshman. Second year award, varsity letter, goes to sophomore Oswaldo Padilla. The next second year award goes to junior Nick Holdren.
I don't even have enough chance to get a picture.
And we got third year award of junior Anselmo Padilla.
I'll record it and I'll take a snapshot off of it for you.
Guys, we'll be back next year.
I could probably do
You
that.
look through the paperwork, they started over 20-some games for us, played 20-some games for us, and batted real well and played real well in the field, got a lot better. Now we're going to go through my seniors' first year awards. I have Jeffrey Hartford. You get another letter, Jeffrey. Talk a little bit about Jeffrey. Jeffrey came out for baseball as a junior, played a lot of JV last year. When we were in the gym in the winter, in the gym, Jeffrey was battling Nick for a third base spot real hard, and we were really happy with Jeffrey and his hard work he put in. When we went outside, we said, geez, we got to find guys that can catch fly balls, and that was really a problem for us. Jeffrey stepped up in the outfield, caught a lot of fly balls, and helped us out immensely in the outfield. He played right field for most of the year, played a little bit of third base, did some good pitching for us, got one start, and we got the win on that one. Jeffrey's real easy to coach, man. He makes my life easy, makes our coach's life easy. You know, I tease him about some base running years, but he is, honestly, Jeffrey is a football player by trade, and he come out and helped us out in baseball, and Lord did he help us out. He did a lot of good things for us, Jeffrey Hartford. Next senior I have is Sean Self. Sean came over, I believe, his junior year from Rossford, came down in the batting cage room, and came to workouts all his junior year and helped the JV out, learned how to catch fly balls. He played a lot of outfield for the JV team as a junior. As a senior in the wintertime, I tried to get Sean out because I really like Sean's a really good kid, really good-hearted kid. I tried to get him out, and he was like, Coach, I don't want to, I don't know if I want to play, I want to work. Finally, I kind of beat him up a little bit physically, punched him and said he's playing baseball. No, I didn't, but he decided to come out, and I was so happy with that. Sean is really fast. He plays a good outfield, and he did a lot of good base running this year. I know that people might look at that and say, well, he's using more at base running. That part of the game we were lacking, and that part of the game is where he stepped up and it made us better. Anything he did made us better with base running. Summertime last year, he got up to bat and he was like, I hate hitting. And if you watched him towards the end of the year, he put the ball in play a lot. Not only that, but I was so happy when we go out to Rossford to play Woodward. Sean, not only Sean, but Randy, they both got their first varsity hit that day. And I got to give Sean that baseball. I went and got the baseball in between innings that he hit, and I signed it, told him this was his first varsity hit. And right now, when you're 17, 18 years old, you don't think much of it. But when you're 44 years old, Sean, and you look back, show your kid that ball, you're going to remember that, okay? You're going to remember that hit forever. There you go. Sean, come on, Randy. also another kid that came over his junior year from Clay. Boo, you guys can boo Clay. Yeah. Came over and helped us out in baseball. Came out, played baseball. He had played when he was little. But again, by trade, Randy is a football player. Randy's a doggone good football player. He's a center on the football team. Last year he worked out with the JV team, played some outfield, pitched a lot, and played first base. This winter we got Randy in the batting cage and taught him how to just be really aggressive with the bat. And you've seen Randy in the batting cage and see him at BP, and he hits the ball as hard as anybody in the area. He needed a confidence booster to get a hit and to feel confident with the bat when he was in games. And that again came at Rogers against Woodward, where Randy had 3 hits that day. From then on, it was kind of hard to get Randy out. Whenever we put him in to hit, he sliced the ball in half and hit it hard. Drove in runs. He almost put one out of Fayette when we were out there, hit off the fence. Randy not only did that, but he is a team leader, and he's a leader basically by trade. I think he gives 110% all the time. He's the one that always checks in. Coach, do you need anything else? Is there anything I can do, Coach? And he does everything you ask of him. And you can't find a much better kid than Randy playing. Thank you, Randy. What is Jake Jankowiak? Jake and I have a love-hate relationship. We love to hate each other, I think, sometimes. But I really respect Jake. He puts in hard work. He does the best he can, and you can never doubt that. Okay. He started a lot of first base as a junior, his first year on varsity. This year, come along, and so happens there are some people that stepped up, and Jake went to the DH role. And one part of Jake's game, I'll say that he improved with 100% was with his bat. One thing we talked about was strikes to walk ratio. Last year, it was pretty bad for Jake. He was striking out a lot and not walking a lot. This year, when I looked at the stats, he had 6 strikeouts and 6 walks. Right there is where he needed to be at. Because as a power hitter that Jake is and can be, if he strikes out a little bit more, that's fine, because I told him sometimes take a big cut. Don't put down your swing when you have 2 strikes on you with 2 outs. Sometimes with 2 outs and you cut down your swing, all you're going to do is ground out. But with the power that Jake has, he can get us a double at any time. Yesterday in the championship game, Jake caught up with the guy at first base, and I just told myself, I'm going to give Jake one hard swing, and hopefully he can hit me a gap shot. So be it. It didn't work out that way, and he was pretty upset with himself. But he'll tell you, I went up to him and said, "Hey, you did everything I asked you to do there. You put the ball in play, and you gave yourself a chance." And Jake, Jake's gonna be successful at anything he does, because he's such a good kid, and he's the kid that Coach, how was your day? But then it goes into the 5th inning of a game where we're biting our nails, and he goes, "Coach, how was your day?" And then gets yelled at, but that's okay. That's Jake. Love him for it, but he always worries about how our day was, and that's what I like about Jake. There you go, Jake Jankowiak. The other second-year award goes to Terry Priest. Terry plays, as I said, the most important position on the field, which is catcher. 22 games left this year. Terry started in 22 of those games at catcher. Came out 1 game because he was hurt. He hurt his hand. Last year he caught every game. 25 games last year he caught. And to put that on a kid is kind of rough, but like I said down in the gym, if I take Terry out of the game catching, we'd probably end up in a fight in the dugout, because he's probably calling me names because he thinks he's the best, and he knows he's the best catcher we have. And you gotta like that in a kid, his toughness and his grit. Terry started catching in the middle of his sophomore year he didn't know what the heck he was doing. They were teaching him to catch the ball and run 3 steps and throw the ball to second base. We changed that around a little, and Terry's up there with the best catchers in the city league, if not the area. One thing he did change in his game, which we really enjoyed as the coaches last year, was his stress level he calls on himself. Last year, Terry would rip his helmet off and grab his head and just tell us how stressed he was. as much as we kind of tried to get him back into it, we laughed because that's just Terry, and he's intense, and he's one of the kids that I say gives you 110% when we lose. He puts a lot, it kills him. And then not only that, but when he makes a mistake, he's too hard on himself because he's a professional. Okay? And it was a pleasure coaching Terry for the 2 years that I had him at varsity. And he was amazing to watch the way he started, where he started from catching to where he's at now. Thank you, Terry. This one says John Russo because that's your government name. Okay. Mr. Russo. As I said, I was teasing up there in the gym because I hate doing that stuff in the gym in front of the girls. But Sam, there's never one time where I ever doubted, never one time did I ever doubt that Sam was trying his hardest. Whether he missed the ball, whether he missed a sign, whether he did something wrong on the bases, there's no doubt in my mind that Sam wasn't giving 100% everything he did. He's a fun kid to be around. He's got a great attitude. When we brought him in the pitch, he did his job, which was throw strikes. I remember this year at one point someone goes, "Is he throwing a curveball?" And I said, and Terry's like, "No, he's throwing a fastball." But we told Sam, just go throw fastballs, throw strikes, and get us out. And, you know, like I said, man, 100% all the time. He gives it to you, whether I get on him, because I get on Sam all the time. You hear yourself, Sam from the dugout, and Sam from there, Sam from wherever I'm at. And sometimes we do it just to see the reaction he's going to give us. But there's never a doubt, and, you know, the parents, you know, all you parents did a great job. But Sam's parents raised him right. He's attentive, and he looked at us, and he got, you know, what am I doing? We're like, you're fine. Go back in, come back up a little. Sam, move this way. And like I said, sometimes we're getting bored in the dugout. Sometimes we do it just to see Sam's reaction and move him around. But Sam, thank you very much for everything. It's been a pleasure. 3 years starting. That's what I have for you, Jason Gutierrez. Jace is another transfer from that school to the east. Mighty Eagle. Sam was transferred in from Clay as a sophomore, and thank God he did because we really needed him my first year coaching. I'm sorry, Jace, we really needed him my first year coaching. He came in for basketball, took a couple swings, and I go, finally, I got a guy that can hit the baseball in the batting cage. Threw a baseball, and like, geez, I got a guy who can throw the baseball over 40 miles an hour, 50 miles an hour, and throw it down for strikes. He took on a rough role as a sophomore on a team that went 0-25, played shortstop and pitch. That's all he did. The next year, of course, we moved him to center field and second base, third base, and he still was our ace pitcher. This year, we put a lot of pressure on him. As I said yesterday, I was going to be a genius or a GOAT by not pitching Jace against start all year. To be honest with you, I was kind of a genius because he shut them down 100%. He just didn't get any help. Jace drove me crazy all year, but that's okay. His mom asked me earlier this year if I was going to be done coaching after this year because of all the stress Jace caused me. But no, I wouldn't have it any other way because he's a fun kid to be around. He comes in when he's ready to play. Jace has a tough attitude, and you're not going to beat him. You're not going to slow him down. Yesterday when they gave up the run, no big deal. He went back out there. And every inning, I just kept coming out. After he passed me up as I'm coming in from third, I could just keep dealing. That's all he was doing. And it's not the first time that he's pitched that good. He's pitched that good for 3 years. Sometimes we didn't have the defense. Yesterday, those boys showed up to play for you, and you for them. And there's not enough kind words I can say about Jace. I did, you know, when I was having trouble, this is kind of funny, when I was having troubles with Jace early in the season, not early in the season, but in the preseason, about being on time. I made a call that he didn't like to his Little League coach, which is the Bowser's head coach now, and I told Paul I'm having troubles with Jace. He's like, I never had trouble with Jace. So I said, well, you call him and make sure. And Jace come the next day, a little early, a little different attitude, but you know, sometimes we got to network and reach out to other coaches. But all in all, Jace is a fantastic kid, a great competitor, and hopefully he talks to the college we took him down to, and hopefully he'll be pitching somewhere in college next year, playing some outfield. Jace Gutierrez. You guys want a picture of the seniors? Please go take it. And then we'll get going. I promise you we'll be out of here in 15 minutes.